So in today's session, we are going to discuss quite interesting topic. As in previous videos as well, I have discussed some amazing topics where most of the learners were facing the difficulties. So today's topic is going to be nervousness. As I'm working with this application, it has been 1 year and I'm coming across various learners. And most of the learners, they ask the same question. How can I eradicate my nervousness? So I hope you are also getting through the same learners as you are also in the same profession. You are dealing with various English language learners. So please let me know about your experience. Have you ever come across this kind of learner who were asking, how can I reduce my nervousness?
Yes, this is a common problem that is faced by every learner. I mean, they are not confident and they fear making mistakes. And yeah, that is a common problem. And everyone, I think at the first place, they join Engtalki or they talk to an English tutor just because they are nervous while speaking. So yeah, I've come across it a lot of times. And yes, the session will be insightful for all the ones that are dealing with it.
Absolutely. So, in today's section, we are going to discuss some sort of tips, tricks, and techniques that will definitely help the English language learner, whether they are an intermediate learner or they are having a beginner level. So, this video is gonna help all the learners. It doesn't matter whether they are having A1 level, A2 level, B1 level, B2 level, because everybody came across nervousness, because it's a human nature to face this kind of problem whenever we are meeting the person and the person is completely stranger to us. So here we will be discussing some sort of tips. So Ashna, I would ask you to share some sort of tips from your side, and I will be also sharing some sort of tips from my side.
Yes. So, first of all, in my opinion, nervousness while speaking, as I told, is a very common feeling, Vikram, especially when we are not fully confident in our language skills or are afraid of being judged. Like it's completely natural. So, my first tip would be focus on ideas and not grammar. One thing I've learned is that focusing too much on grammar while speaking can actually increase nervousness. Like we get stuck thinking about whether a sentence is correct or not, and that stops our natural flow, right? Instead, I suggest we focus on the ideas we want to express because ultimately the main objective of why you are becoming fluent in English language should not be correct grammar or showing off. It should be being able to express your ideas clearly. Communication is about delivering meaning. And if the listener understands us, that's what truly matters, right, Vikram? Grammar will improve with time and practice, but ideas, they must flow freely. So, yeah, that is my first tip to all the learners.
Yes, that's really great point that you have consolidated here. That I have seen most of the learners, they focus on grammar if they are in the elementary stage of learning. So this is really an immaculate point that you have included here. So they should focus on their ideas, whatever the thought that they just want to express in front of the person or the audience. So that's great point from your side. And one more thing that I just want to add here, most of the people, they don't practice every day. So sometimes it could be the reason behind this nervousness. Suppose you are learning this language, you are doing particular work, and you didn't do that work for a week. Okay. And again, if you just want to try that work, so again, you need to learn all the things from the scratch, right? So here, somehow this is gonna cause some kind of difficulties in the form of nervousness. So consistency matters a lot. Whether you are learning English or any other language such as French, German, Spanish, or you are doing particular work. Suppose you are handling meetings every day, but for 1 month you just quit that work and you didn't try that. So here again, if you're gonna try that work, so somehow there would be little hesitation, right? Yes. So
Yeah.
consistency matters a lot. At least you're gonna give 25 to 30 minutes every day, but do not break your consistency. What do you think about it?
Yes, I completely agree with your tip of practicing daily. I mean, just like any other skill, speaking becomes easier the more we do it, right? And daily practice builds fluency, boosts our confidence, and it doesn't have to be long. As you told, just 25 to 30 minutes every day can make a huge difference, more than we can ever imagine. So, yeah, small steps is what it takes to build fluency and build confidence and, eradicate nervousness. And I would like to add to that tip is that if you are practicing daily, just record yourself while speaking, right? That would be very useful. It is an effective tip that has helped me personally. Like I used to record myself while speaking, and I think that your voice has a more impact on your mind than anyone else's, right? It might feel awkward at first, no doubt, but it's a powerful tool. When we listen to our own recordings, we become more aware of our tone, pace, communication, and that way we realize of our mistakes in a more detailed way. And this self-awareness, it helps us to improve faster. It also builds confidence because we can actually track our progress like this. So, yeah, Vikram, what do you want to say about this tip?
Yeah, definitely. When we are gonna record ourselves, so here you are gonna apply the same strategy that is called self-assessment. You will be able to rectify all those things, whatever you have recorded, and you can evaluate your performance by yourself. Where you are lacking, what is your strength and what is your weakness. So here, this is gonna allow you to experiment with the language, and rather than relying on others, somehow this is gonna enhance the ability to become a self-reliant person. At the same time, I would be considering these kind of learners uh, an independent learner, right? Because they are not asking for others. Tell me what is my mistake and what's my strength, what's my weakness. You are recording yourself, and you are just trying to evaluate your performance by yourself by scrutinizing your speech. So that's really great point that you have included. And I would be including one more point from my side, that if you are a beginner or an intermediate level learner, so rather than talking to those people, somehow they are just trying to put you down, or they are just making fun of your English, because it happens. So talk to those people who are gonna motivate you, and they're gonna give you a helping hand. So somehow I believe that if somebody is empowering you, they are motivating you. So this empowerment or appreciation is gonna work as a medicine. Whatever the practice that you are doing, it might be sometimes it will not work, but if somebody is providing you a judgment free atmosphere, and they are providing you a place where you can talk to the person freely and confidently, at the same time the person is giving you support. So talk to those people who are appreciating you, and wherever you are facing the difficulties, at least that person can help you rather than judging you. So this is also one of the good thing that they should try. So what do you think about it?
Yes, absolutely. Actually, yesterday I was having a session with a fellow tutor, and she suggested a similar tip that we should report our progress to close ones, right? I mean, having someone or having even an English tutor who cares, of course, it's their job to check in on our progress can make a huge difference, because when we speak with those who encourage us, we feel safe to make mistakes and to improve, and it creates a positive environment where learning becomes enjoyable. So yeah, Vikram, I completely agree with whatever you said. And is there any and one more tip that you would like to give to the learners?
Yeah, definitely. One more thing that I would like to incorporate here, that is thinking in English. Somehow we should train our brain to think in English. And how? Suppose you are doing some small things, you are doing some household work. So at that moment, rather than thinking in your mother tongue, just start thinking. Suppose you are preparing a cup of tea. So you can think, I prepare cup of tea, something like that. That's how you will be remembering some sort of words and then combine those words into a sentence. So this is gonna create a sentence. So somehow this strategy is gonna allow them to experiment with this language, and somehow they will be much capable to think in English. Because somehow if we are just trying to think in our mother tongue, then we are translating in Hindi, that we are translating Hindi to English. So somehow it is going to be a lengthy process. So somehow, if we just want to optimize it, for that, we need to start thinking in English. Whatever the daily activities which we are doing, any kind of daily routine which we are having, so we can start thinking in English. So somehow this is gonna help them to reduce their nervousness. I don't know whether it will work or not, but I believe that they won't be able to uh, r- uh, eradicate this nervousness completely, but somehow they are gonna see some sort of improvement. I believe, yes, but
Yes,
we need to start it.
definitely. Yes, definitely, Vikram. I believe that thinking in English is one of the most prerequisite to build confidence. Yeah, it won't completely eradicate our nervousness, but as we told earlier, that English is not just about being fluent and using correct grammar, but being able to express our thoughts clearly. So why not start thinking in English? Yesterday, I was discussing the same, that the inner thoughts we have that we don't speak, they should be in English as well. English should not be a tool of translation. We are thinking in our native language and then we are translating it into English. I mean, that just makes it all messy and eradicates the point of learning English at the first place, right? And to think in English, we need to implement English in our daily life. Whatever we watch, whatever we read, to whoever we talk to, it should be in English. Like watching my favorite series and watching the interviews of my favorite celebrities in English, it helped me to adapt different English styles and different accents as well. So I mean, all this thinking in English and implementing and surrounding yourself with English in your day-to-day life is not going to cause you any harm, but only going to develop your English speaking skills. And yeah, that is how my final message to the learners would be that don't let fear stop you from speaking. Just speak even when it's not perfect. Mistakes are a part of learning, and keep practicing. Stay patient with yourself and trust the process. We English tutors are there with you, your loved ones are there with you, and all the tips implement it from today. Today. Don't wait. Implement it right now. And you are capable of improving with every step you take, because we tutors, we were learners as well earlier. And every word, every sentence that we are speaking today is better than the sentence that we spoke yesterday, right, Vikram?
Yes. So thank you so much for sharing your opinion, and I hope this little information is gonna help the learners to learn something from this, and definitely these tips are gonna help them. I don't know, sometimes it happens, might be whatever the experience or the activity that I'm sharing, it can help the learner, but it doesn't work for everybody. It works for some sort of people. So that's what we have shared, 4 to 5 new strategies or the techniques. So whatever the technique which is working for you, you can start implementing that. So thank you for listening to us.